Romeo and Juliet. Ah, yes. A classic trope of forbidden love. It was the first time I went to the LA Opera, and I was fascinated by it. I thought it was dramatic, it was a tragedy, it was everything that Romeo and Juliet is. They sang everything in French, and for the first time ever, I understood what Romeo and Juliet was about. Not because it was in French, but because I was reading the captions in English. You see, the last time I read Romeo and Juliet was my freshman year, and now I am a senior.
I'll give them equal thanks, so we're even.
Aw, Juliet, if you're so happy as I am, and you're better with words, your mindset change, things change. So I was just comparing how I viewed Romeo and Juliet my freshman year to my senior year. Stay till the end of the video to hear my full conclusion on it. I have my sister as Luigi, and I have the maid as Princess Peach. These are our outfits. What's inside there? So this is a red shell memorial. You get hit with this, it's hard to recover from it. Today's Halloween, and today I also have a field trip. Whoa, 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 look. Romeo and Juliet is a tragedy, except some things are different, such as the age gap, love at first sight, and them killing themselves because they can't be together. Nowadays, these are categorized as delusions. But that's the thing. Nowadays, things are different. The 21st century is completely different than the 16th century. Like, my grandparents got married when they were teenagers. Some of my tias had babies when they were like 14 or something. All those things were normal back then, but our society has changed. So things like Romeo and Juliet are odd. So hey guys, we are at the opera. Opera?
No, opera.
Opera. We're at the opera. We're at the opera. We're gonna see Romeo and Juliet. I asked a couple of my friends that are here what they think about Romeo and Juliet. It's a bit controversial. They really sink into that whole thing. Is Romeo and Juliet good or bad?
I've never seen the story, nor film, nor the gnome adaptation.
Okay, then don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
I don't know too much about it. I came here to skip school.
Okay.
I don't have opinions.
What about you?
Besides the age gap and the ending, everything else was good. It's just those two things that
Age gap. Okay. What about you, Isis?
I guess I like the story. It was okay. I just didn't like that the couple was stupid.
Okay.
They were idiots.
Oh wait.
Romeo and Juliet, honest opinion.
Honestly, I feel like the play is gonna go well.
No, like in terms of the storyline, like the age gap, do you know anything about that?
I feel like love is love, and even though their family was at war and everything.
You see it from that point of view, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like you should fight for the person you love.
Romeo and Juliet is introduced to us our freshman year of high school. I remember when I started reading this story, I thought it was dumb. And like I said, I'm a sucker for stories with forbidden love, but this one just seemed a little odd. I thought it was a dumb story, as well as most of my classmates. What do you think about Romeo and Juliet?
I think it's a really dumb story, honestly. Like, a lot of it. Especially how people perceive it to be, like, really romantic. Like, they knew each other for, like, a couple hours.
And the age gap and all that, too?
Oh, yeah, like, Juliet's, like, fully a minor.
Love is love.
Love is love. They knew each other for, like, 3 minutes.
Why would you decide to marry someone you just met 10 minutes ago?
What was the age gap?
13 and like 18. What do you think about them only meeting up for like 3 hours and falling in love? Do you think it's possible for someone to fall in love in 3 hours?
No. Because like you need to like get to know them, you know. So you need to like they need to show their demeanor and stuff, and like I don't think you can like really get to know a person in like that short amount of time. So I think I don't know, and also like the age gap is pretty weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, like really weird.
I feel like it wasn't even love, it was more like delusion. The desire to be with someone else. No, it wasn't actually love.
What do you think about the show so far? Okay, so I was watching the first half, and then it was pretty good. I was actually really impressed. So when I first heard them sing, I was like taken back. It was so cool. I've never heard anything like that, like not live. I thought that was really cool, and I was telling Sophie that I think it's really cool. I like the music is all the way down there, and they just play. And they just play the music, and I think that's so cool, like orchestra, yeah. And then that was the first part, and then I kind of like was closing my eyes because I was a little tired. I think it's just like how it's so dark in here, and just the singing. I think it was just putting me to sleep a little. It was making me sleepy, so I missed like a good portion of that. And then I woke up, and there was 2 people dead. And I think I woke up when they killed the second person because I heard like a loud like pop. I think it was a gunshot. It was a gunshot, and I woke up to that. What do you think about Romeo and Juliet?
So I know a lot of people say that it's tragic, pero I think things could have been different if Romeo se la había robado in the first place. Like, si se la hubiera robado, this wouldn't have all happened. Like, with his friend Mercutio and the nephew died. Like, so la hubiera robado porque let me see, man. And the age gap, it's not that bad, but like she was 13 in the original, and no, that's not okay.
So, in conclusion, what is Romeo and Juliet about? It's not a romance, it's a tragedy. It's a great tragedy, but a horrible romance. They both end up killing each other. One of them, Romeo, ends up killing people too. Juliet is just an innocent girl who falls in love for the first time. It shows the purity of loving someone for the first time ever. Juliet is just a child, and parents put her in a situation where death was a possibility. Romeo is a pedophile and a murderer. It just shows the purity and intensity of Juliet's first love. Can you really fall in love with someone in that instance? Is that realistic, or is that just a delusion? You don't have to kill yourself about it, right? And that's why it's a tragedy. It's not a romance, because a romance isn't like that. A tragedy is, though.